Welcome to Charlotte Motor Speedway. Today is the 6th race of the Broski8 Cup Series. After this, will be one race left to decide who will be competing in our final four. The top four drivers are only separated by 1 point or 2, which easily makes this a super close battle in the history of the Broski8 Cup Series. Take a look at your top drivers and points. You can see that Kyle Larson has the points lead by 1 point over Ross Chastain and Tyler Reddick. Nemechek is in by 1 point. Josh Berry, if he has a good day today and finishes ahead of Nemechek, then he can easily get himself into the final four. Now without further ado, let's get us inspired for today's race.
Gentlemen, start your engines!
The green flag is out and we are underway at the Charlotte Motor Speedway. Chase Briscoe off of a great start, passing Alex Bowman and Jimmy Johnson on the start. Bowman's going to take the lead away as we are 4 and 5 wide in the back straightaway. Justin Haley's up to second. In trouble, we already have a pile up in the turn number 3, and that will bring out the first caution of the day. Looks like they didn't really know how to handle 4 wide into turn 3, and that kind of set them all off. Well, the red flag has been displayed for cleanup on the track. You can see all the drivers are right now lined up on the front stretch. Brad Keselowski will be able to continue. He has a little damage, as all these other drivers right here will not. And Tyler Reddick, who is in that final 4, should be worried about losing some points. Restart is underway as Larson jumps out of the line, and he will take the low lane as they were going to be 3 wide heading into turn number 2. Now Austin Dillon up to second, on board with Larson on the back. Joey Logano now trying to make his way up to third, passing Chase Briscoe. Larson still has the lead over Austin Dillon and Joey Logano, as here comes Eric Jones moving Joey Logano out the way. Oh, and Joey Logano's not going to like that, and he's going to put Eric Jones into the wall. All single file for the top 3 as Eric Jones trying to make a comeback here from Joey Logano. Now here comes Ricky Stenhouse passing Alex Bowen. He's going to try to do it on Eric Jones too. Top 3 are still the same right now as Eric Jones is trying to find a way past Ricky Stenhouse, and he does it. Now here comes Ross Chastain passing Ricky Stenhouse as Larson will lead another lap on board with Larson. Here comes Austin Dillon now taking the lead away from Larson. New leader, Chase Elliott, trying to make himself into this picture as Joey Logano's going to move Kyle Larson out of the way, and he will drop from the top 3. Now Chase Elliott's in the top 3. Larson's going to try to make a comeback here, but I don't think he will because he has the high lane. Now here comes William Byron passing Chase Elliott for third. Dillon and Logano fighting for that first place position as here comes Joey Logano wrecking William Byron. And that will bring out the second caution of the day, and Ross Chastain is going to hit William Byron. Replay. Looks like Logano just decided to wreck Byron for passing him. That's what it seems like what happened. Luckily, Chase Elliott was able to avoid the wreck. Larson and everyone else doesn't. Here is Ross Chastain. I don't think he had nowhere to go, which cost him the wreck into William Byron. Green flag's back out, and here comes Chase Elliott dropping out of line again. Chase Elliott now making the move up to the lead over Austin Dillon as Justin Haley's in the wall. Chase Elliott now has the lead over everyone as Eric Jones is up to second, Bell in third. All single file for the leaders as here comes Larson passing Joey Logano. Now he's trying to make a move on Austin Dillon. Top 3 are all still single file right now. Here comes Chris Buescher passing Larson. So Alex Bowman's trying to do the same thing as well. Larson's losing a bunch of positions out here as he gets sent up high, and we got 2 cars in the grass. On board with Chase Elliott as he's going to try to find a way to get past Eric Jones, and he does it. On board again with Chase Elliott. This time from the side, Chase Elliott passes Eric Jones as Christopher Bell will do the same thing as well. Larson trying to make a move on Chase Briscoe. Here comes Jimmy Johnson and Larson now fighting for the 4th place position. Christopher Bell will pass Chase Elliott. As we got a big one right in the front stretch. Multiple cars in. Kyle Larson collects some more, and that will bring out a red flag. Looks like Josh Berry just decided to wreck Larson, and he collected the 4 other cars. And then looks like Larson just continued to slide through the front stretch and onto the grass, and he collected more cars, including Kyle Busch. We are now under our second red flag of tonight. You can see Chris Buescher, Brad Keselowski, and Joey Logano out, as Larson, your points leader, might have to worry about losing points too. We're not sure how these point standings are going to look after today's race, but it's definitely going to be very interesting compared to last week. These are the drivers that were able to avoid the wreck. There's only I think 10 drivers left that survived the crash, and Josh Berry, who caused the caution, is somehow still in this race. We are now interviewing Kyle Larson on his thoughts of Josh Berry wrecking the entire field. Honestly, I think Josh Berry should be penalized for some points for that. You don't just go out there and wreck the whole field. That's just stupid. I agree with Larson. I think Berry should be penalized some points. And I think he should also be taken out of the Final Four as well. The final restart is underway. Bell has the lead. Here comes Jimmy Johnson making his way from first. Elliott's going to drop positions as Ty Gibbs is now into the top 3. Here comes Ty Gibbs passing his teammate. White flag's in the air. Can't Ty Gibbs make a move on Jimmy Johnson? Yes, he does. Side by side onto the back straightaway. As here comes Jimmy Johnson trying to dive it in low. It's not going to be enough. Ty Gibbs will win his first ever race in the Broski8 Cup Series. Congratulations to Ty Gibbs on winning his first ever race in the Broski8 Cup Series. Let's take a look at your points now. A huge change in the top 4. Jimmy Johnson is now in and Tyler Reddick is out. Josh Berry will be penalized 3 points for wrecking the whole field, and Chase Elliott earns 1 bonus point for leading the most laps. We'll see you next time at the Table Short Speedway for the night race. That race will conclude the regular season and will begin the Final Four, and we will find out who will be our champion.